is the heart. It has something around it though, Mr. Gilmore. The structure that's around it is called the pericardial sac. That's what envelopes the heart. We notice Mr. Gilmore has these little cute little organs on the side of it. That's going to be the lungs, right? After which, Mr. Gilmore, I noticed there's this muscle that creates like this little dome shape. This separates the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. His name is diaphragm. After we figured out the diaphragm, Mr. Gilmore, now we can put some time into knowing what these organs are. This cute little thing right here has several lobes. His name is liver. There's a green organ found surrounded or encapsulated by the liver. His name is gallbladder. If I pull that up, Mr. Gilmore, I noticed something. There is some kind of stuff right here. That stuff is called lesser omentum because this is the greater omentum. Mr. Gilmore, this cute little thing right here we said was the stomach, correct? Mm-hmm. It has a top part called the fundus. It has a big curvature called the greater curvature. It has a smaller curvature called the lesser curvature. But Mr. Gilmore, there's a structure right here where it runs out. The stomach runs out. This is called the pylorus. The pylorus, Mr. Gilmore, has this point where it's going to meet the duodenum. But what is this called? This is called what valve? Pyloric sphincter. Pyloric sphincter. If that much is true, Mr. Gilmore, I need you to show me something else. All of this makes up the small intestines, but Mr. Gilmore, you notice something. The small intestines runs out. Where the small intestine runs out, Mr. Gilmore, this is called, what valve is this? Ileocecal valve. Well, Mr. Gilmore, if that much is true, there's this blind pouch right here. What's the blind pouch called? Cecum. The cecum. Well, Mr. Gilmore, we know if you put a pin right here, that means that's ileum, because that's where the small intestines runs out. And then if you put one right here, this is ascending colon. But Mr. Gilmore, rule of thumb, all this is the colon or large intestines. Got that much, Mr. Gilmore. Now, you'll notice they got this little structure over here. This is called the ovary. This is called the fallopian tube or uterine tube. And then, Mr. Gilmore, I got this little bag. Urinary bladder. Now, Mr. Gilmore, I noticed also there's this other organ right here. That's the spleen. But then let's look for this fella that looks like a little piece of brisket. That's the pancreas. Now, Mr. Gilmore, what is this structure here?
Kidney.
That's the kidney, specifically left kidney. Because this would be my what?
Right kidney.
Right kidney. All right, Mr. Gilmore, we kind of got all the organs down packed. We'd have been down this road before in lecture. I understand that, but some people want to see it in lab. Now, the next thing for me to do is to go here. Continuing on with what we learned